Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Career Launcher. My name is Naveen, and today we will continue with this series CAT 2025 Target 99 plus percentile. We'll continue with this series with another LRDI set. Okay, so let's begin with today's set. So A, B, C, D, E, and F are the interviewers in a process that awards funding for new initiatives. Every interviewer individually interviews each of the candidates individually and awards a token only if she recommends funding. A token has a face value of 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, or 13. Each interviewer awards tokens of a single face value only. Only 6 interviews are over for a candidate. The candidate receives a funding that is rupees 1,000 times the product of the face value of all the tokens. For example, if a candidate has tokens with face values 2, 5, and 7, then they get a funding of 1,000 times 2 into 5 into 7, which is rupees 70,000. So basically, there are 6 interviewers, and each one has a token with them. That token amount is fixed. So let's say A has a token amount of 2 or B has a token amount of 7. If you pay attention, these token numbers, these are prime numbers. So whenever A gives a token to someone, A is actually giving 2 to them. And whenever B is giving a token, B is always giving a token of 7. So anybody who receives a token from A is going to have a number which is a multiple of 2. Similarly, when B is going to receive a token, B is going to have a number which is a multiple of 7. And if there is a person who receives token from both A and B, will have a number which is a multiple of both 2 and 7, which is nothing but 14. So having understood how this distribution is going to happen, let's see what more information is given to us. Pragnya, Kahira, Rashida, and Smira, so PQRS and T, were 5 candidates who received funding. The funds they received in descending order were rupees 390,000, 210,000, 165,000, 77,000, and 66,000. The following additional facts are known. F awarded tokens to everyone except Q, while A awarded tokens to no one except P. R received the highest number of tokens that anyone received, but she did not receive one from E. B awarded a token to S, but not to Q, while D awarded a token to Q, but not to S. So basically, we need to find out who awarded tokens to which particular candidate, or a candidate received tokens from which all interviewers. Let's look at the questions to get a better grasp or better idea as to what all things we are supposed to figure out apart from what we just discussed. So how many tokens did Q receive? Theta question. Who among the following definitely received a token from B but not from D? Again, it's about tokens. Question 3 is about tokens. Question 4 is about tokens. 3 and 4, they both are theta, so definite. And question 5, which of the following could be the amount of funding that T received? So we have 2 cases, and option says it's going to be both A and B are possible. So except for question 5, every other question is for sure definite ones. 5th may be a possibility. So we need a table where the columns will denote the interviewers or the candidates, and the rows will denote the candidates or the interviewers respectively, and the amounts that they have. So let's start. We will put down the interviewers as columns and the candidates as rows. So the interviewers we have are A, B, C, D, E, and F. And the candidates that we have are P, Q, R, S, and T. So there is no repetition of the initials of the names here. Now, the amount that they have, these are not known that they are respective. Okay. We do know that the amounts that are given to them, they are in a particular specific order. So instead of writing down the candidates' names, let's write down the amount that they received in the ascending or descending order. So that is going to be easier to see the multiples. So let's start with 66. Let's write down the ascending order. 165, 210, and 390. So when we write 66, we are basically saying it is supposed to be a multiple of 2, 3, and 11. When we are saying 77, it should be a multiple of 7 and 11. 165 is basically uh, 13, 15 into 11. So this is 3 into 5 into 11. 210 is 2 into 5 is 10, and then 2, 3, 5, and 7. 390 is basically 2, 3. Then we need a 5, so that is 10. We need 39, so we will have a 13. So we can see that 13 was only given, I mean, the token number 13 was only awarded to this last person, while 11 was given to the first three, 2 was given to 3 of them, 3 was given to 4 of them except 77. So definitely limited number of tokens given. So there was not a single token that was awarded to everyone. Okay. F awarded tokens to everyone except Q. So we need to find a number which is there with everyone except one person. So we can see that 2 is there with everyone except 77. 3 is there with everyone. Sorry, 2 is there with everyone except 77 and 165. 3 is there with everyone except 77. 5 is there with everyone except 66 and 77. 7 is there with only 77 and 210. 11 is there with everyone except 210 and 390. And 13 is there only with 390. So 3 is the number that is given to everyone except one person. So from here, when we read that Fatima, that is F awarded tokens to everyone except Kahira. So the token number that F awards is going to be 3. And she awards it to everyone. So except Q. So this is going to be Q because she doesn't get a 3. So I put a dash over here so that 3 is taken care of. When we're done with 3, I'm going to strike out 3 from here as well. So that will keep tab as to which all token numbers we are left with. Next is while A awarded tokens to no one except Pragnya. So there is only one token that should be given to exactly one person, and that token number is 13. So from here, we can see that A is distributing 13, and this 13 went only to one person, and that person is going to be P, and nobody else received it. So we have a 13 taken care. Right? Okay, done with the first step. Let's look at the second. R received the highest number of tokens that anyone received. So the highest number of tokens we have is both 390 as well as 210. But she did not receive one from E. So she did not receive one from E. So we do not see what E could be. E could be 2 or 5 because that's the only common number that we have. So sorry, E cannot be 2 or 5. So it's going to be either 7 or 11, right? So 2, 5. So it's going to be either 7 or 11. So basically, if suppose R is 210, so it's going to receive 7, but not 11. And if R is going to be, can R be 390? No, R cannot be 390 because P has already taken care of. So the only next person who has maximum number of tokens is going to be R. So R did not receive from E. That means E definitely had or was giving away 11, right? So that R doesn't receive from her. So 3, 5, or sorry. So 2, 5, or 7 is distributed among B, C, or D. So B, C, D, these three interviewers were giving away one of the tokens from 2, 5, and 7, respectively. Okay, the moment we are done with E, so that is 11. So we'll put an 11 here, we'll put an 11 here, we'll put an 11 here, and there is no 11 here as well. So we are done with 11. Okay. Next statement. B awarded token to S but not to Q. So B awarded a token to S but not to Q. So if B is going to award a token to S, it has to be 2 because Q doesn't receive it. Q is 77, right? So basically, this is going to be B that gets 2 and then gets a 2, then gets a 2 and doesn't get anything here. Okay. So this is going to be S. So we have PQRS and this is supposed to be T. Now, while D awarded a token to Q, but not to S. So this has to be 7 because that's the only token number that we are left with Q, 7 and 11. So 11 was already there, 7 was missing. So when it says D awarded to a token to Q, it has to be the 7, the last leftover token number, 7. And obviously S did not receive it. So this is going to be 7. So we have 2, 3, C is supposed to be 5. And then we have 7 goes here, 7 doesn't go here, 7 goes here, 7 doesn't go here. So 7 goes to 2 places. We are done with 2 as well. We are done with 7. We are done with 2. So we're left with 5. These 3 people, they are going to get 5, 5, and 5. So I'll put 5 here. Let's verify. 66 is 2 into 3 into 11, which is 6 into 11, 66. 77 is 7 into 11. 165 is 5 into 3, 15, 15 into 11. 210 is 2 into 5, that is 10. 7 into 3, which is 21. So 7 into 3 into 10 is 210. 390 is 2 into 5, that is 10. And 3 into 13, which is 39. 39 into 10 is 390. So these are the people who had these tokens, these interviewers. And these interviewers gave these tokens to these candidates. So once everything is understood, we can go back and look at the questions now. How many tokens did Q receive? So if we look at Q, Q received 2 tokens, 7 and 11. So we'll have to type in 2. Next, who among the following definitely received a token from B but not from D? Who received a book token from B but not from D? So it's going to be S or it is going to be P. So that they receive tokens from B but not from D. So S or P, between S and P, P is present, S is not there. Now, how many tokens did C receive? So if we look at Chaya award, sorry, not receive, Chaya giveaway. So C give away 3 tokens to TR and P. So that's 3. How many tokens did S receive? So S received a total of 2, 3, and 11, 3 tokens. So that's again going to be 3. Which of the following could be the amount of funding that T received? T received not a could, but it's exactly 165. So it's going to be option B. So D becomes our answer. So you can see that this is a question which is based on grid, wherein a bit of numbers logic or prime factorization of a number was used. And basically, it was a small part of Sudoku that was also involved. Okay. So I hope you liked it. You enjoyed this particular set. Thank you for joining. Please make sure that you subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet. Like the video and share it with your friends. I'll see you again very soon with another session. Until then, take care. Bye-bye.